welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys so much. Thank you all for being so patient and so kind and for all the well wishes. I'm doing much better now. My voice is still a bit hoarse, so I hope I will get through this without losing too much of it. But I really couldn't wait because I've done so much research and yep, let's do a deep dive into Mucha. Before I continue, I'm just going to give you a short history about the artist. So, Mucha, he was born, and I hope you can hear the birds, but not too loud so it doesn't disturb the sound too much. So, Mucha was born officially Alphonse Maria Mucha, and he was born in 1860 on the 24th of July, which makes him a Leo. He was born in southern Moravia, which was then a province of the Austrian Empire. Now it's a region of the Czech Republic. So that's something very interesting to know because later on he did get involved in politics. Um, in 1878, he applied for the Academy of Fine Arts in Prague, but he was rejected and he was advised to get a different career. And I that is something that is unimaginable because when you go to Prague and you look around, you can see the um, the accent of Mucha everywhere. He has had such an influence on the city, and yeah, that was just something I wanted to mention. Maybe the Art Nouveau was a taste that was too, how do we say it, too new, too progressive. I don't know, but it was probably frowned upon. I don't know, but um, he got rejected. But then he went to, in 1880, he went to Vienna, he went to Munich, where he didn't stop his. Well, actually, he did want to have a career in music and singing as well, but that didn't work out that well. But in Vienna and Munich, he mostly concentrated on his illustrations. And that way, in 1888, he came into in Paris, and in Paris, he started to gain a regular income with illustrations for books and magazines and for posters for advertisements and stuff. And although he did gain a regular income, which nowadays for some illustrators is unimaginable, um, but yeah, it's not to say that his career was really a big career. He was able to sustain himself, and that all changed in 1894 when he was asked by a famous actress called Bernhardt, Sarah Bernhardt, to make a poster for her play that was going to be the poster Gismonda, and that really boosted his career in an enormous fashion. But because they kept working together, he kept making um, posters for her plays. And you should realize that in that day and age, actresses, well, an actress as Sarah Bernhardt was really famous. So um, his career just boosted because of that attention he got from the actress. and so he worked for commissions for advertisements. And then, so he stayed in Paris. That's why lots of his works are have got French titles or French sous-titres, subtitles. Yeah, subtitles. But in 1910, he moved back to Prague, where he worked on the Slav epic, and that is a part of his work that is lesser known to real Mucha connoisseurs. This must be well known as well, but I wasn't aware of those types of works because they're in a total different style. You can still see the Mucha style, but it's a very different way of depicting his subjects. So, and he became a true a part of the Slav nationalism. He also was a part of the Freemason. So, but then so the epic, Slav epic works from 1910 till 1928. But then in 1939, Prague was invaded by the Germans, and Mucha was captured and interrogated because of his political choices, of course, and that really put his health in harm's way. And so in 1939, he uh, he got a pneumonia and he died aged 78, almost 79. So that's in very, very short the history. I do have two books that I will recommend in the end if you want to do a deep dive yourself and read about the artist, because he led a very, very interesting life. Also, in those books are type of jewelry that he made. He made furniture. He made lots of different types of things, and so it's always fun to just go through those books. Um, so this board is still private, but I will put it to public later for people who have got Pinterest, so that you can go and check the works for yourself and what I've written about every work, because I did do my research this time. So without further ado, let's get into it. One other thing, and then we're going to move along. One thing that I do want to mention is that the works here presented are not in chrono. Oh, chronicle? No, chronicle is something else. Chronology. Oh, never mind. They're not by year of by year of well, when he made them. But anyways, so but I did get in some lesser known works for people that are interested. So the first one here you see is called Nectar, and that's just an advertisement poster, but I found it very beautiful. It is an illustration for a fine liquor that he made in 1902 in the typical Mucha style. Beautiful women, nudity, and very interesting to know, in the books that I will present to you are also pictures that he took, because he did um, care a lot for photography. So he has got a lot of nude pictures and everything. So very beautiful, very arty, but yeah. So liqueur super fine. I don't know if that's an E, but anyways, that's a beautiful poster. Very muted colors, but very typical Mucha style. But the next work I want to show you, well, this work is considered by the artist being his one of his best pieces, his masterpiece, as he told it himself. It's an illustrated book where he illustrated every line of the Lord's Prayer. So he made for every line in Latin, he made an illustration and then the French translation. So this is an illustration for this. Look at this. This is his imagination was really wild. You see all these demonic figures, but this is, I think, an angel of some sorts. Very interesting, very interesting. So, Le Pater, from Pater Nostra. I don't know the Latin version of the prayer, but I'm sure some people will know it. Le Pater. So, this composition by Alphonse Maria Mucha. So, I thought, and this very decorative things, typical Mucha style. So here you have um, where he says like, in our time of need, let us not. I don't know it in English also, so I'm very sorry. Um, do no harm, as we don't. Oh, I don't know it. You should mention it in the comments, but I find it very interesting. But it's very typical Mucha style, but it shows you that he was religious in his way. I don't know if it was Christianity, but he does have some religious and spiritual background. So, and this one is, oh, I look at this, and this says, Amen, ainsi soit-il. That means, so mote it be. So that's the last sentence of the prayer. And I thought this work is very interesting. So you can go look for the full book. And then this one I wanted to show you is the first illustration for the magazine Cocorico, which he made. Well, it started in 1898, and it was a magazine by the contemporary artist of the Art Nouveau movement. And it in total it had 63 issues. So there are many illustrations that he made for the magazine. Cocorico is the sound that a rooster makes. So you can see the rooster here and the woman, and here you have the title Cocorico. See how those hands, I love it. The way he always, they've got these fine movements, like ballet type of movements in their hands. So very beautiful. Um, let's move on because I've got 75 pins here. Another illustrations for the same magazine. Look at the hands again. This is black and white, I know, but if you ever want to do a black and white painting, I think this is also for Cocorico. Yeah, this is a princess for the same magazine. Very beautiful style. This is a work that is also not as well known. It is titled Easter Chimes, Awaken Nature, 1896. I'm sorry, taking a sip of coffee and a breath, because I do feel that my breathing is still a bit shallow. I get very light in my head, but never mind. So, yeah, here you see angels in the background. I find the colors to be very beautiful, so I wanted to include this in the collection. But this one, can I just I will try to enlarge it a bit. So, vin des Incas. That was a type of potion that was sold in the pharmacies, which was Coke based. So, actually, that's where Coca-Cola got part of its recipe. So, it was said that it made people heal faster. So here you see a goddess and here an um, Inca person in. But I thought it was very beautiful, and it's also a fun um, type of painting. So this would be small, and then you would have a large one, easy to work on. Let me just put it down again. This is one of my favorites. So this was when he returned to Prague, I believe. So under the Habsburg rule, Czechs were forbidden to organize politically. So as a result, patriotic sentiments had to be disguised and expressed through seemingly safe outlets. So in his time, it was gymnastics. So there was the Gymnastic Association Sokol, Falcon in Czech, and it provided athletics training for young people and organized national sporting competitions. So, but its true purpose was national sporting. True purpose, however, was political, and they worked tirelessly to arouse the nationalist spirit and withstand Germanization. So, and yeah, I find it very interesting. I love that here you have a smaller figure and then you have a larger figure with a falcon. So Sokol is falcon in Czech. Yeah, I read my own notes here because I put down some notes, but love this very much. Very interesting colors. Um, yep. Okay, this one. This one I do have in a diamond painting. It's somewhere in my stash. I can put a link to the video in my description. So this is the poster he created for the ballet named Princess Hyacinth. The person on the photo, on the poster is a famous actress, Setlakova, and she was the main star in the ballet, 1911. This illustration. Oh, this is so beautiful. And always those poses of those women are always like, oh, very elegant. And I believe that's a part of his success. The way the femininity of the women is accentualized. I'm sorry if I pronounce words wrong, but yeah. So let's go with this one. La Plume, that was a cover composed for Mucha for the French literary and artistic review La Plume, 1898. So here you have a type of, how's this horse called again? Oh, I could say it a million times and now I forgot. Pegasus. Pegasus. Yeah. She's holding a plume. La plume, it's something, the feather they write with. So, and I find it very interesting that the feather of this Pegasus just wrap around the woman. That gives it a more three-dimensional vibe. Love this very much. Yeah. So this one. I've got the detail and the full poster here in the collection. So this is the detail, but I will show you the full poster. Um, That was a promotion for a series of champagne for Mouet et Chandon. She's wearing a dress in Byzantine style, which was very popular for his figures, his female figures, and much uh, inspiration for the Art Nouveau. Um, the Art Nouveau. These are. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Where am I? So he did make some advertisements for Lu, which in that time was called Lefèvre Utile. Those were just cookies. Gaufrette vanille, so vanilla waffles. Cookies, love this so much with the poppies in her hair. Um, so that was in the time he did a lot of advertisement. This is also for the. This is a lithography promoting the biscuits, well, the cookies, Lefèvre Utile. So he did work for them between, well, this work is between 1895 and 1900s. I put it in because there should be more men in the community and more men in diamond paintings themselves. So um, flirt, flirt. Love the monochrome colors. Lilies, which are again, I think these are lilies, a very spiritual um, thing to put in a poster. So he always got these influences somewhere. This is a promotion for bicycles. Yeah, perfecta. So a woman hanging onto a bicycle. Also, much reds and love the style. Oh, Mucha is my absolute favorite. Then, interesting enough, well, I will do it like this. This is a poster for the Austrian Pavilion at the Paris exhibition in 1900, where you can see all the type of buildings. Of course, you can cut this off and just do this part. Love this so much. There must be something symbolic in there as well. I wouldn't know. I couldn't find. Well, I can do it when I read the books, but I did not take the time to read the two books because that would take me too long. But you see, Paris 1900s. Beautiful. Again, this typical style of dresses. This is for a play. It was a drama by Edmund Haraucourt in 7 acts that was describing the last days of Christ. So it was accompanied by music by Johann Sebastian Bach, play in 1904. This is the poster. It's a bit flu, I admit, but this board will be public afterwards, so you can do all your own research if something, or if you have any other questions, you can also ask me about it. I will happily answer. Drame sacré en six parties, and here it says 7 acts, so no, it's six. And this is the Passion of Christ. So his thorns here, his crown of thorns. This must be the Holy Heart. Um, it's another man. And what kind of a man? Jesus himself. So, yeah, wanted to add that in as well. Another poster, also with these giant poppies in her hair. Poppies, I never seen giant poppies like that, but I do like it very much. You've got the Yeah, this is the plant. In Dutch, we call it hop, HOP, which is the plant they typically use to make beer, and the corn, is it? Oh, oats. Yeah, so oats they use for beer. Love the thing she's wearing here, the belt. Very beautiful. One shoulder is nude, always long hair, very flowy, and typically sometimes red-haired women. This is for a type of rum called Foxland. Um, you can sometimes find for the advertisements the poster with the advertisement and the drawing itself. So he did make a lot of studies for like this is the same one but with um, from 1897 with more colorful. It's more colorful. Let's go like this. So here you see a very different type of style for Mucha, but I did put it in because I love it so much. Colors are superb. Doing this in a diamond painting, well, it's lovely, but I wanted to show it to you guys. This is a portrait of his wife, Marie Chitilova, Marushka, he would call her, or Marushka. I don't know how they pronounced it. Although my mother is from Prague, I never learned the language, and I'm very sad about that because I would want to speak it, but it's very difficult to learn. It's his future wife. So this is a portrait from 1903. You can see the autograph here. Let's continue because we've got lots of things to cover. This is an illustration for a book by Robert de Flers, Il sait Princesse de Tripoli. It was published in the Czech language in 1901. I don't know what the book's about, but I found this very beautiful. She's protecting these two women. She's got these long braids and those type of uh how is it called again? Ruff crowns. It's something that he uses a lot in his works. This illustration is so beautiful. It's called Melancholy, and it was made in 1897. Very monochrome, but again, very elegant and typical Mucha style, but something completely different in a way. So, yep, yep. This is so cute. I love her face. She's smiling so cute. Bleu des Champs. I forgot to put down what it was, but it is also an advertisement. I think it was a store, Bleu des Champs. An advertisement for a store. Look at this. Here he's got tiny little cherub-like characters. So cute. This is an illustration for the West End Review. Think it was a magazine, 1898. Where are we? So this one. Another illustration for Ilse, Princesse de Tripoli, 1897. But look at this. Look at her face. She's so gorgeous. Oh, I love this so much. And those, I think again, those are falcons. And those lion type of decorations on the chair, on the throne. Very beautiful. Love this so much. So, okay, first I'm going to show you this one. So, this is also by Mucha. See this autograph here? And I don't know if many of you people know this painting. I didn't know it myself till I started looking into my books about Mucha. This is a Sioux Indian, 1908. I didn't find much of history behind this um, painting, but I think it's just marvelous. And this is a diamond painting, would be beautiful, beautiful. And look how he nailed the face of the Indian. I think it's just marvelous. The colors, beautiful. I don't know if it was meant to be like this or if it's just a study. Um, Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, not really that well known. So let's go down. Um, this is uh, this is so funny. In Dutch, it says notitie voor mezelf. That says note to self, but I put it down there just to make sure that I don't forget to mention anything. This was a poster made in 1912 for a lottery, which was held to support building of Moravian schools. So you see the girl with books in her hand and pencils, and the mother here. And there's something very melancholic in her looks, but I love it. I love it so much. So, poverty, yeah. So she wants to send her kid to school. Just very beautiful. Pa-pum. This is a detail. So Mucha did make an I don't know if he made it himself, but he did make an illustration for a stained glass window for the St. Vitus Cathedral in Prague in 1931. Of course, it should be in the Commons, Wikimedia Commons. It is from 1931, so do your research, but I think it's common good as it is a glass-stained window, and I found this particular detail very interesting, very beautiful, but I think I put in the full. No, I didn't, but yeah. Go and look it up. It's very interesting. Then this one. This is one of my favorites. This is a cover for the Hearst magazine, 1922, and depicted here is the Snow Queen, which is a story by Anderson. So that's where the inspiration came from. You've got the snowflakes, the naked boy who was think he was kidnapped by the Snow Queen. So very beautiful. When I get to 45 minutes, I will cut it and just make a part 2 that I will put after this one, because I think Vimeo only allows me to film for 45 minutes. Um, yeah, this poster says it itself, and always those type of crowns, thorn crowns. So always a very religious accent in his work here and there. Mucha exhibition, Brooklyn Museum, 1921. Typical red, black, and pale colors. So this would be very easy, but much line work. So mostly put it in there just to let you know the type of works he had. this could be a very beautiful diamond painting. So when he was working on commission for a family, he bleh, I cannot talk anymore. He befriended a 7-year-old girl. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but he befriended the full um, family. Don't worry. But because of the musical talent of that girl, Zdenka, and he promised to paint her a portrait when she became a virtuoso concert artist. So, hence, the portrait was painted when she became 16, and it formed a basis for this poster that was advertising a European tour that she was going to make between 1914 and 1915. But of course, then the war broke out and the concert was cancelled. But this one remains as a testament to the artist's friendship with their Cerny family. So, very beautiful. Love this very much. Um, a cello, I believe it is. Well, I'm almost certain it is. um, yep. Where are we? I'm going to scroll down and maybe stop it here, and I will come back to you with a second part. For you, it will be a second, but let me just do this and come back to you. So I'm back with part 2. First off, I wanted to show you this. I don't know if it's very interesting for diamond painting, but again, the videos that I'm making here is not only because of diamond painting, but because also I want people to know a bit more about oops, where am I? About these type of paintings, because it's also interesting. So this one. So this is Woman in the Wilderness, Star of Siberia. I believe, yes, I'm almost 100% certain that this was also a part of the Slav epic that he made. Here you've got a woman, she's exhausted. There is a beautiful detail of this painting. There's a full moon, and here are wolves. Very symbolic. What are they going to do? Are they going to attack the woman? Or what are they going to do? But I think very interesting. I'm gonna just make it smaller again. Oh, then okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. My computer is working with me. That's always something nice. Um, next one. So here I put the link to the illustration in the comments notation. I don't know if you will be able to see them, but when you go on Wikimedia Commons, you will find all art of Mucha. And I think this is very interesting for a diamond painting. You know why? Because you can actually make a text here, whatever you want. So you can personalize this painting if you find it to be a beautiful one. I think it's. I think she's wearing a typical Moravian outfit. I think. Not too certain about it. Redhead, those braids, very typical. Also, this again, very elegant type of pose. The hands and those seem to be peacocks or could be falcons again, but I think it are peacocks. This is a very interesting one. I've got both of them. I've got the full poster and I've got the detail. So this is detail from the poster for the play Medea. for the actress Sarah Bernhardt. So, as I said, Sarah Bernhardt was really the one that made his career just boost, and I think this is very awesome. Her eyes, this is, I don't know, it's it's interesting to see how he was able to get this facial expression. So with just a few lines, he makes it clear that she's got this fear in her eyes, or very strange. She just killed someone. Um, there's this snake-like bracelets, and wait, I will show you the full poster. Yeah, that's for Théâtre de la Renaissance, so well-known theater where Sarah Bernhardt was performing. So this is the woman lying there. There are actually two women. You can see a face here, because this would be impossible to do for, well, for most of us, not for snake people, but yeah. I don't know if this would be interesting for a diamond painting, but I thought it was a very beautiful thing. This is the hello. Thank you. Why? I don't want to save it. I want to open it. Illustration for the magazine Cocorico. This is the title. So again, the rooster, female. Love it. Love this. Love this. Love this. Oh, this work. I can't just. This is Yaroslava. She's one of the children of Mucha. He has got a boy and a girl. So Yaroslava was his girl, very beautiful girl. Painting 1925. I love the softness of this and the way she looks. Her head held high. She's wearing a beautiful necklace here, bracelets. You've got some golden ornaments here, very refined. Love this so much. Then this one I've got in a diamond painting as well. I should rewatch those videos for myself to see if those diamond paintings are worth a diamond painting, because I can't remember. Because I know I did have some Mucha diamond paintings which were absolutely disastrous. But I guess this one was okay, and I loved it for the fact that there were those letters on top. So this one is for the Moravian Teachers Choir, made in 1911. So girl is listening. You see the ravens here. Moravian outfit, also beautiful. I told you, Bohemian style, Moravian. Oh, it's all my cup of tea. So, and I'm not biased. Uh, well, maybe a little, but yeah. I wish I would know more of the culture and the language, but sadly, I wasn't brought up by my biological mom, so I never got to experience that. Maybe that is why I'm so attracted to this style, because it's like going back to the roots, a little part of the roots. So this is from Document Décoratif, which is a series, but this one I found the most interesting one with bear. I don't know if it's a real bear or just a bear skin, but it could be a real bear, because um, sadly, well, how do I put this? Sadly, some of the Roman gypsies were known for You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to make statement here that are false, but um, some of the gypsies were very well known for having bears, like dancing bears, that they would sadly keep with a ring in their nose, and they would, yeah, it was a bit of torture, a bit. Well, and they would make the bears dance to earn a living. So I think that's just an accent here that gotten into this illustration, but again, that's my opinion. I wouldn't really know, but I love the typical Art Nouveau style patterns here. Very interesting for diamond painting. Of course, the dress is very refined again with all the crinkles and the turns and the maybe you can pull this off. I love the way she's sitting there, very like, huh, a bit. We say hautain. How do you say it? Wait, gonna see if I can find the word hautain English. Haughty, arrogant. That's the word. Yeah, arrogance. Yeah. This one. Oh my God, this one. One day I'm gonna make uh for myself a custom from this one. Look at this. Oh, and here you, okay, it's not his most prominent Art Nouveau style, but you can see that he never gotten really loose of the style. This one is for the Slav Epic exhibition poster created in 1928. Don't worry, it is a public domain. Um, it is on Wikimedia Commons, so oh wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That girl, she's playing the harp. Okay, where was I? I think we're almost at the finish. This one is the Evening Star. This one I have got in diamond painting as well. Um, this was the first ever artwork of Mucha that to I got to know. I think I think this was the one that was hanging in the house of my father and my stepmother. So they had it in their bedroom. I think it was this one. I could be wrong, but because I was so small when they had this, and I always remembered that I loved this style so much. And then later I got to know Mucha, and the rest was history. So history, Evening Star, 1902. Then you've got um, this is a beautiful one. It's a very small, but go look for it if it's interesting to you. It has got lots of flowers, and it's called Language of Flowers by Alphonse Mucha. It's again a plate from the Album de la Décoration. There's also another part of this, Byzantine, which is also similar image, a woman with daisies, Femme à la Marguerite, which was made in 1899, 1900. All of them were given to Forer's studio as a draft and were printed on a fabric by them. I don't know if okay, I've got the other one as well. So that's the one with the daisies. I think I could be wrong because I went through all the uh, decorative documents, and there are a lot of them. So then we come to this one, and this is one that I saw in person. Yes. I went to a Mucha exhibition in Prague, and yeah, my mom took me um, when I met her when I was 18. Now we don't have contact anymore because yeah, it's strange. It's strange. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I saw this exhibition and oh my God, I could have just put up camp there. There was so much beautiful artwork, but I love this one. This is also Sarah Bernhardt, but she did play male roles, and I found this to be so interesting. So in this play, it's the play Lorenzaccio, or Lorenzaccio, we should say, yeah, for Théâtre de la Renaissance. So she plays a male character. I believe she played Lorenzaccio, but I'm not sure. But you've got this dragon here. I just think this is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I couldn't imagine that women were allowed to play male roles. Um, I thought it was, for a long time, it was the other way around. Some of the female characters were played by male, but so this is very progressive, and that's why, and also because it's just beautiful. You cannot deny that. The way he's holding this, like again, three-dimensional effects, like the patterns are always like really flat, if that makes sense, so like two-dimensional, but he always knows to create some type of 3D effect through his positioning of his characters holding um, the frame around it and everything. And I think this is um, very typical Mucha. So, or is it this one I saw in I don't know. I think I saw them both. So this is also for a play. Sarah Bernhardt here. It's for Hamlet, and she plays Hamlet. So again, male character. She plays Tragique histoire d'Hamlet, Prince de Denmark. So the tragic history of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. And look at this detail. This in itself could be a beautiful diamond painting. I'm, I'm so, oh, I'm so in love with Mucha. Like, oh. And here there's some Celtic influence. Well, Art Nouveau did have some Celtic influence here and there. Bloop. Okay, where are we? This is another example of the Byzantine type of head jewels and earrings and everything. That's yeah, something that was very much used for his oh, my words. For the things he made, I will show you in a book if I can. I've got time left to show you the books. Maybe I'm gonna put this away because why? Um, Donna Orecchini, Orecchini. Whew, sorry, I'm butchering it. This is Nelke. That's the name of the model, Nelke, or the name of the illustration. Very typical, very typical Mucha style. Uh, Anjers. I know. Wait. Anjers. Google. Google. English. 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 Carnations. Yes, that was the word. So she's got all these carnations here. Beautiful dress. Bareback. Yeah. Nothing more to say. 1898. Plume. I think this is his daughter as well. Christmas in America. I think it was his daughter who was model for this. I'm not sure, but I believe it is. So Christmas in America, 1919. My watch is telling me to stand up and move around a little bit, but I'm gonna just ignore it and go on. Oops. Okay, so these ones we all saw. This is one of my favorites. That's why I put it in there. The seasons. This is spring, 1896. Look at this harp. Well, type of harp, and the little bird is sitting here. Hee hee. I think this is so cute and so beautiful. And look, always those feet and those feminine postures, and oh, really refined. I love that type of style. And that's a style that is now also used by Medusa the doll maker. That's one of my favorite artists over at DIY Moonshop. And that's actually one of the things why I love her artwork so much, because she has got the same type of, yeah, refined poses, the feet and elegance. And yeah. Another one. Did I show you this? This is for the grapes that are used to make the cognac. Also advertisement. He loved this type of pose where the woman just it's a bit like oh, what's that called again? Those type of paintings where the woman is lying down and she turns her head. I could say it a million times again. Sometimes I forget my words. But anyways, maybe some of you might know what I'm talking about. Oh, look at these. These are as beautiful, but those are really well known. That's not Mucha, I believe. Let's go back. This is a woman watching a candle. I found it a very interesting painting because she's got a very Slavic type of face. She looks very Slavic, and she's just watching her candle melt. I don't know the history behind this painting, but that will be in the books, I'm sure. Ploops. Oh, this one. So he made a series for four precious stones. So the series is called Precious Stones. Les pierres précieuses. This is emeralds, so the green one, and I love this so much, with the dragon's head here and the serpent in her hair. The way she's got these emerald green eyes. Love this so much. If I were you, I would go take a look at the other ones. The other ones are topaz, ruby, and amethyst. So I put a link down here. Works from around 1900. Yep. Wow. So another not so well known art work of his, the Apotheosis of Slavs in 1926. Very interesting painting, very symbolic, and the colors are just very beautiful. Very beautiful. So if you want to know more about this, just go look for the Slav epic. So SLAV and then epic. And then you will find these types of paintings. I think this is another one for that. I forgot what this was about, but I believe it's also for, or is this one Salome, I believe. Yeah, this could be Salome. I forgot to write it down. So sorry, guys, but this is also in the Wikimedia Commons. Love this peacock feathers. Again, these very Byzantine type of jewels. I will show you this because I know you've been eyeballing it. This is a self-portrait of Mucha from 1899. And I think it's very beautiful. And I think he was a good-looking man as well. So I put it in there. Very interesting. There's another self-portrait that I put in there as well. So we will come to that soon. This is also one that I've got in a diamond painting. I believe, sadly enough, this was one that I thought of as black, but then again, I learned not to judge. But I love the hair, all the rings in the hair, the big rings. So this one is also called Salome. This is one from 1897. Salome, depicted as a gypsy. And this one, look at this. This is called Madonna of the Lilies, 1905. You could do like this as a detail or this, but this is so lovely. Yeah, I love this so much. Love this so much. She's got a crown of, I believe those are the leaves of a grapevine. Here you've got the lilies, the Madonna. The drapings are like very protective of this little girl. Again, a girl in Moravian type of dress. Boop, boop, boop. I think we're nearly done. It's gonna take me a while to upload this, but I'm happy to do so for you. This one is called Spring, 1896. You see that it was like earlier she's watching a bird's nest. Just put it in there. Art et décoration, revue mensuelle d'art moderne. Oh, this is where this was found. So it's also from documents, decorative documents, 1901. A woman writing. Found it very interesting. Love the style of these letters as well. Okay, here we have the son of Mucha. His name is Yiri, and he lived a long life. I think he was one of the founders of the Mucha Foundation. Yiri Mucha. He was a well-known journalist and writer. So Yiri Mucha. So Mucha was his father. Depicted as a boy with brushes in his hands. So I think his children must have had like this artistic gene from their dad. This one is a very beautiful one to do in a diamond painting. It's in a private collection in the Art Renewal Center Museum. But it is in Commons, Wikimedia Commons, so I guess it can be republished. Republished. I'm sorry, I'm getting whew, dizzy in my head from all the talking. Um, so very beautiful. This was later used for an poster for coffee, I guess. Yellows and blues. This was an illustration for the magazine L'Illustration, so illustration, New Year edition, so it's called Noël. Here's the year, so 1896, 1897, so the year, the new year. And here you still have got the price of 2 francs 50 for the magazine. Love this so much, very symbolic again with the feathers here. I love the way the feathers are always part of the arms, like, yeah, I love the way he does that. I don't know what it's, oh yeah, this must be the old year that is dying and the new year. So, very symbolic. Okay, this was for a book, an illustration for a book, for the book Clio, which was written by Anatole France, illustration from the 1900s. Thought it was very colorful. Of course, it's very detailed, so don't know if it's usable for a diamond painting, but I wanted to put in that anyways, and I think I'm at the end, so it's not gonna take me too long. This again is for the Slav epic. This is a portrait of Josephine Crane Bradley as depicted as the goddess Slavia, 1908. They've got swallows here, and again with a crown, the braids, the typical Moravian dress, the falcon, and then the merely decorative part here. But those flowers returned a lot in the dresses of Moravian women, so very beautiful. I love the colors of this very much. And here are mushrooms. Mushrooms! Yay! Okay, almost at the end, people. Think this is Fates, 1920. Didn't do much of research. I couldn't find that much. And again, I wasn't going to read the full book because that would take me a long time. Because when I read, I tend to fall asleep after one page. So, but love her stare. Very, she's got a very typical Slavic nose. I can tell you that because I've got the same nose a bit. My mother has got the more Slavic nose, but I think I've got a type of nose like that as well. I would love to think that. Oh, again. Oh, yeah. Anyways, look at the way her hand is. Very typical. So, this one also not as known. This is under Creative Commons. A portrait of Halid Edip Adivar, 1928. Don't know the meaning behind this, but I see a communist sign here. So don't know, but I thought it was interesting enough to show you guys. Melancholy in the face. I did not do much research about this person, but I urge you to go and look for yourself, because if it's something that interests you, of course. Um, and this is very flu, I do admit, so I'm going to look for a better version of this one. I thought I saw it when I clicked on this. Yeah, here. So that's again a self-portrait. I love this so much. I love the colors. I love the little smirk that he's got on his face. I don't know if you can say smirk, but it's undeniable, some type of, hmm, I don't know if I wrote down the year that it was painted. 1907. So, wait, I'm gonna take my paper. 1907. So that was after his career got a very good start. So I think it must be a bit of a smirk, because as I told you guys in the first part of this video, he was considered being a bad artist in the beginning, rejected and told to get another career, and he still managed to be one of the most influential and known artists. So I think the smirk is very well deserved. So also with a palette and brushes is like saying, hey, I became something. And I love this so much. That's why I love, adore this painting so much. So this is all that I collected. I will put the two books that I've got where I have my other works, because he made also jewelry and furniture and frescoes and beautiful paintings of his children. So I will put my books in the description so you can see for yourself which books I gotten. This board I will put public, as I said, so that you can always come back to it. I will put all the details also in the description. This is it for Mucha. If you would want to see another artist, and another deep dive of another artist, feel free to put it down in the comments, and I will gladly do some research and come back to you with another old master. So thank you so much for being here till the end. I hope you consider watching this in a few segments, because I didn't want to take up too much of your time. Hope you learned something from this video, and if you would give me a thumbs up on your way out, that would greatly support the channel. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would hope you consider doing so, um, and hitting that bell to get a notification anytime I put up another video. Thank you again so much for your kind words, your well wishes, and I will see you this week with a very beautiful unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.